EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New England Patriots. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway in Foxborough. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 4.
They go play action with Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 1st down carry for Henry. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Flowers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field, breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and goal, Baltimore.
Hey, middle. 13.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jackson here is going to look to throw. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I adding a touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, head, computer, exactly what you want done. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Straight ahead, Henderson. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Patriots first down.
On first down, it's Henderson to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
From the gun, it's Stevenson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gibson scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Patriots are back within a couple of the lead.
Patriots will line up.
May going to try and throw for it. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
All tied up, 8 apiece with 2 minutes on the clock. Second down and 3. He'll find Bateman once more. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 3 on the play. And the Ravens first down.
Now Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Jackson.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 49.
A short one there, caught by Likely. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Pats will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's May. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll throw with May. He'll try to pick it up himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All even through 1/2 of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll dump this down to Stevenson.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To the air, May. He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the draw, this is Henderson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing here is May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Marlon Humphrey on the defensive side making that look easy from his corner position. Looking to throw, May. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jackson going to keep it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Ravens.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. It's been an even one to this point. 8-8, the interesting score as we start quarter number 4. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
You're not going to get many better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But, oh, my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 35 yards.
And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't work.
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now after the touchdown, loop back out to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
The 25-yard line.
A give for Henderson running to the right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's May.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
May looking to run.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
He'll look to throw.
May looking to run.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That is a big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with May. That is caught. And they are able to to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll run the jet sweep with Douglas. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
At the 3-yard line.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
May going to try to throw for it. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So now the Pats offense comes on, and they'll try for the 2-point conversion.
The Patriots
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Here's 1st and 10.
13. Sit up.
One last shot for Jackson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way.
You better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew I would get so attached. I promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New England Patriots. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Right to the air. Here's Stafford. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. It's a gain of 34.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He gets this to Devontae Adams. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
50-50.
Now Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22.
Stafford going to change it up here.
Big 20.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. K'Lavon Chason. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Zebra. Blue 60.
Now Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit.
45-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level. And now you've got a big place to run the football.
Down to the 41.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Patriots first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 21.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
What's that?
They'll go again with Henderson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 41 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Here's Stevenson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Henderson. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Stop short of the goal line.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Does it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Here comes the Rams punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action now. May. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Here's May. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mac Hollins as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Omaha, ready to move. Get a leading. Hey, 22.
The final shot before the break. Stafford. His throw incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
New New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
May going to give it to Henderson. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Got him, man. It's Kayshon Boutte.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw.
May looking to run. Gets this complete to Boutte.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they go play action with May.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop the throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
He'll try to do it himself.
The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Stafford. Got him in over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, 70!
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Step! 32! 280! Omaha! Ready, move!
They snap it to Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready!
Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams from 10 yards out. And the Rams put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st down. The drive begins with a run by Henderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Henderson.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Back to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw.
May looking to run.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stevenson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run the jet sweep with Douglas. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Straight ahead, Henderson.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
3rd down and goal coming up here.
7-yard line. A gain of 3 yards.
He's back to throw.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And now time is a giant issue. That would have been important to maybe get you into Hail Mary range. But this defense is certainly going to make it tough, and that's going to fall incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Stafford. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
But even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.